Guys, you know, the Lord showed me, okay, so the past 2 nights, I've been hearing in words of knowledge, not so much dreaming it, as I carry on about my business, that families are about to be bereaved across the world. Families across the world are about to be bereaved because a whole bunch of people that have leaned on this Joshua date that has been set are about to be disappointed. I have always held on to the fact that I even did shorts about this, that no one knows the day or the hour, so stop setting dates. But I did say in those videos that it might happen on the 23rd, on the 24th, precisely because no one knows the day or the hour. So just as a broken clock is right twice a day, so too is somebody's rapture date prediction going to be right one of these days, because somebody will always guess it, right? Therefore, by the time it happens, somebody will be apparently right, but they can't possibly have heard from God. And I said that in my shorts because of the fact that no one knows the day God is going to come as a thief. It's a thing, right? Yeah, well, however, what can be known is if the rapture is certainly not happening on a particular predicted date, when it is imperative to highlight the ramifications and the consequences in advance of that set date, so that whoever is left alive and standing after God plagues people for running with a lie will never ever let this happen again. Just like in the wilderness, you know how the Hebrews sinned against the Lord and then God sent a plague on them and it killed a whole chunk of them until Aaron stood in the gap by putting his, I believe, is it incense or his staff? It was either his staff or incense that he burned, and he interceded, advocated, so that God does not kill the rest of the Hebrews. The rest that remained basically now were taught a lesson to just not do that again. There are about to be people that God is going to allow to enter into eternity, and I would go so far as to say even Hades, right? Who leaned on this rapture date, and as a result of it coming and going and failing, will not repent and tear their clothes, wear sackcloth ashes, and put some dust all up in their faces and say, God, I left myself to listen to folly, forgive me. They will rather be angry and bash their fists against God, and then in all of that despair kill themselves. Some of them won't be angry at God, but they will have been so anticipatory of seeing him that they will insist on taking themselves there. So they're gonna off themselves. That's why bereavement is coming. All those that are gonna die, the rest that are left, you will learn not to believe these things anymore.